Fill her up.
You're listening to the Gas Digital Network.
And welcome to another episode of Broad Motherfucking Topics. I'm your host, Kim Congdon, here with my co-host,
Alex Scarlato. What's up, baby girl?
Hi, what's going on?
Nothing much, you know. I got myself some Starbucks. I attempted to start my day, and here I am starting my day.
Right, I know. I feel the same way. I am doing our podcast from my cell phone today. I'm so fucking pissed.
Yeah,
I'm
what
so
happened?
pissed, you know, I got punished, Alex. The thing is, this is what happens when you try to do the right thing. You get punished. If you're listening to this podcast, just don't do the right thing anymore.
Just forget about it.
Don't do the right thing because it's not worth it. You get punished. Just do the wrong thing.
In what way were you trying to do the right thing? You were trying to, I'm assuming you were trying to help a person in need or like...
Like, you piece of shit, you're setting me up. You piece of shit.
Explain.
You know I'm not helping anybody but myself in this story, and you know what you were doing when you said that.
I'm sorry.
So I have recently in quarantine started streaming, right? Started doing a little video game streaming on twitch.tv/QueenKong1. And everybody on my stream is like, great stream. You should get this kind of camera. Great stream, but you should get this kind of mic. Great stream, but you would do really well on Twitch. I'm starting to make a little bit of money. So I'm like, okay, maybe I should take the advice of these people, right? So I buy all these things. Everything you need to stream, it costs, each thing is $192.
Right. You got the camera with the ring light and all the shit you need.
All the things cost so much money. Lewis bought me the camera for Christmas.
I knew he was.
It took 2 months of waiting. It took 2 months of waiting, but I finally got it.
Every single week we set up to do this podcast, and I expect you to be behind that beautiful camera for because he told me 2 months ago that was going to be your Christmas present.
By the way, I didn't get it. He said it was delivered and it didn't show up. So no. I don't know where it is. Yeah. Anything from Lewis, I'm not going to get it. I think he's I don't think I've ever actually received a gift a Christmas gift from Lewis, because it's always been I got it in July.
Right, and that one time he took you to that Broadway show that you hated. That was on time though.
Jagged Little Pill. Someone reminded me on Twitter.
Oof. Mm-hmm. If it makes you feel better, my ex and I were together for 10 years, and he maybe bought me 4 presents, one of them being like a literal pimple popping set, which don't get me wrong, I use it to this day. It's great.
So often.
But it's not like a romantic present, you know? So
oh yeah.
Anyways, I hope your camera comes. It's the same camera I got. You're gonna look great.
Yay. Okay, good. I'm excited. But so then I'm trying to, so I order all this shit. It all comes in. I wake up one day, I go, okay, today's the day I'm going to set up my stream. I'm going to make it nice. I'm going to make it so it's my face. And then whenever someone donates, it pops up on the screen, and then it goes bling, and everyone can see that whole fucking thing.
Kimmy's producing. Right? She's producing her own channel over there.
I was coding, bitch. I was an engineer of sorts. I was a technology gene. I was in Silicon Valley. I was microdosing. I was chilling.
Right. You learned, you had the numbers going in your head. You were writing your own code. You had a whole app in development.
I was Rain Man.
Okay. Then what happened?
And I keep getting this, and then so I'm trying to connect this thing, and it's not working, and it's saying I'm not connected to the internet. So then I'm Googling it. Why won't my stream connect to the internet? And then it says maybe your computer doesn't have enough CPU rates. I'm Googling how to get more CPU rates on my computer. And then as I said that, my computer's you have a software update you need to do. And I remembered that for months I've been hitting ignore. Mm-hmm. As we do, as humans do.
I'll ignore a software update on Mac for at least a month minimum. Not moving forward. I actually just ordered a new Mac, and I'm going to have to treat it like an actual child because I spent more on it than I plan on spending in the first year of my first child's life. But in the past, I'll ignore an update for eons, really.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had this computer for almost 2 years and I've never updated it.
It's almost natural. Like my finger has a muscle memory to just go up and press close. It's just,
I don't even believe in updates. I'm like, I don't know.
Register that it's asked me to update. It's gone before it came.
Yes, totally.
Okay.
Totally. It's a true one night stand situation.
Yeah.
It's gone before it came. So I go, today's the day, right? I'm doing all the things. So I was like, maybe the problem with my CPU, I don't even know what CPU is, but in my head I go, maybe I need a software update, then it'll catch up on the CPUs. That's my logic.
I just want to
know offhand if that has anything to do with it?
I don't think so, because I'll tell you, I think the CPU is built into the computer, and I don't know for sure. Just based on having set up a custom order for a new laptop this morning, I'm pretty sure the CPU is built in, and you pay a bunch extra to get a bigger one. Is that true? If you boys could chime in the chat if you know anything about any of this.
Do you guys know about CPUs?
Yeah,
Francis
so it's something.
Said yes.
It comes like built in.
So I could buy another one and put it in my computer?
No, you would be buying a new computer pretty much. Like the CPU stands for Central Processing Unit. It's like the heart of the computer.
See, this is my problem. When I had all these suggestions about what to buy for the stream and I did all the Googling, why did nothing say, make sure your computer has the CPU?
Yeah, Frank's right. It's probably possible to upgrade the CPU on a PC, but Mac is that's one of the things that people hate about Mac is that the hardware is all built in and they don't let you switch it out.
Hold on. I'm sitting in front of these blinds, and the way that they're is that too bright? The way that they're turned is making me like dizzy.
No, you look good. That's perfect.
Okay. So you can't buy more CPUs. So then, okay, Bobby says that Mac is a cult.
Bobby, you know I'm into cults. I work for Gas Digital, and you're one of my cult leaders.
Yeah. Bobby's a cult leader. He just feels competitive about Mac.
It's like one of those situations where Bobby's actually, originally he came into the cult. He wasn't, but eventually he worked his way up the ranks, and now he's a leader of the cult.
He's a cult leader.
So he
showed up to the cult.
Yeah, he's both like a victim and an assailant.
He's like when a serial killer was just the child of a serial killer before.
Yeah, it's like when a bully used to get bullied.
Yeah, the abused abusing.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Bobby got CPUs. Don't tell me you got CPUs, because I will do anything for some CPUs right now. I'll tell you.
Bobby upgraded his CPUs about a month ago, and he won't stop bragging about it.
Oh my god, I'm jealous. So in my head, I go, okay, it needs an update. It goes, my computer says your computer needs an update. The update's called Big Sur. And I was like, cool, that's in California. My friend's trip there. This seems like it's going to be a positive update.
Oh, yeah.
How fun.
I felt that way about Catalina, and that crashed my old computer.
Yes. Oh, I've heard of Catalina while doing my research on Big Sur. People had their own Catalina nom stories.
I'll tell you, I downloaded Big Sur a week ago tonight. My computer was it was running so slow. I was trying to edit a show, and just clicking on the timeline in my editing software, it would take like 10 seconds to register my click and show me where in the timeline I had clicked to. I was about to throw it out the window, and I decided to finally do the update. I
almost punched my computer. I had to stop my fist in the midair from punching my computer. It makes you just want to crack it in half. Like,
it's really annoying that like one of the most expensive devices you own is like one of the few things it's one of the few things I have that has called out to me multiple times being like, hit me, I fucking dare you.
It literally says it.
I don't have any other expensive things that I've had the urge to break like a fucking computer.
I don't know what just happened to the background of your video, but you were in like sort of a vortex and the whole background was like shrinking and getting bigger behind you. Did anybody else see that?
I think that's the camera refocusing. It does that every now and again.
I thought it was you leaving the earth. I was like, are you okay?
On a side note that you just reminded me of, my mom has been getting these massages from this very spiritual dude or whatever, and they talk and everything.
Oh, and no, your mom's in an affair.
It's not that. He's a nice guy. Okay. He's a nice guy. I met him. It's not that.
He better be nice. He's about to be your stepdaddy.
She comes to me recently and she's like, Chris thinks our house might be in a vortex. Like, not a vortex. What word did she use? She was like, he thinks we might be like on spiritual ground. I couldn't process it.
No.
Maybe I should check in with her and save this conversation for another day because, man.
It's also rude of you to just give us that tip of that story, right, and then move on. Your house is in a vortex spiritual ground. Okay, we'll talk about it next week, I guess.
We'll talk about it next week. I want to hear about your computer, baby.
No, it's fucking done. It's just crashed. I've tried to install the Big Sur. It took 4.5 hours and it's just still loading and it does nothing. And now I don't have a computer. And now I don't have a computer.
Is it just stopped at loading?
It stopped at loading, and then I've tried to like reset it. I've tried to do Command R. I've tried to do all the things I read online.
Damn it. Mine stopped at loading too, but the reset worked without a problem.
Oh, jealous. Someone said on the stream I might have fried my hardware.
You CPU, baby. You fried that shit.
I'm so upset.
I'm sorry. It's awful.
That wasn't me crying. I was burping. I told to get in. I'm so upset. I'm having a coffee. But yeah, it's fucking so annoying. So yeah, now I'm doing the pod on the phone and we're chilling.
I mean, you look good. You look all right.
I feel so hands-free.
Yeah, it's nice. I'm jealous that you could like do whatever you want with your hands, although I don't know what I'd be doing. Fucking finger guns. Yeah, I'm still in the attic. I mean, I've left the attic now, but my parents they're both COVID positive. I haven't been home since New Year's. I haven't been home for a night in 2021 yet.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So has the attic gotten better now that you guys can fend for yourselves?
The attic is wonderful now that you could leave it. My biggest problem is that I haven't done the laundry here. I keep like just making do with the clothes that I've got. Literally,
sniff test. Frances said, "Sniff tests?" Question mark.
Sniff tests galore. Yo, every morning is a sniff test, bro. I don't know what to say. I'm going to tell you guys a secret about the sweatshirt that I'm wearing right now.
Yeah.
I wore it. Santa brought it to me, and I wore it for the first time on Monday to Gas Digital. And I took it off for Legion of Skanks. It gets, for some reason in the winter, it's 122 degrees in the Gas Digital production studio. I don't know why. They say that the airflow is such that you can't get air conditioner to work if it's cold outside. Sure.
Okay.
It's so hot. So I took my sweatshirt off and I left it next to my computer, which was like next to the soundboard. And I was producing, first of all, I just told Becky, I was like, hey, I think I'm going to need a new computer soon because mine's really starting to slow down. And I was producing the show and I turned around to like check something on my computer and I just like put my hand out. And I'm assuming one of the 10 interns who were there on Monday had left a beer right next to my laptop.
No.
And yeah, I knocked it over. It took, my like reaction time was abysmal. It was like a full second and a half before I fucking picked the bottle up.
God.
And Becky was standing right there and she just cleaned it up with my sweatshirt. So this sleeve over here smells like beer, but I had nothing else to wear to the podcast. I just need to re-shower after the show and like put everything. It's
not even washed yet. It still has beer on it.
I haven't been home. I haven't been here to wash it. I'm not going to ask his parents.
Wait, were you mad that she used your sweatshirt?
No, I thought about this, but it's like, use what if you're reacting for my computer, like use whatever's nearby.
Yeah.
Computer
Yeah.
sweatshirt any day.
Right.
I was grateful that she used whatever was
there. Who left the beer there? Did we find out who left the beer?
You know, the show was so chaotic that I didn't get a chance to get to the bottom of who left the beer.
I need to know.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
Gay Mike
left the beer.
No, I don't know what your feelings on Gay Mike have been up till now. I've always liked the guy. He's great.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
But we have like the new set of intern Olympians in for the Wintern Olympic Games.
Mm-hmm.
And the way that have you know this the Stanford prison experiment?
Yeah, and is Gay Mike getting power?
Gay Mike.
Oh no, Gay Mike's losing it.
I've never felt so like aroused by Gay Mike the way that I never thought I could.
Oh, that's so funny.
I think I asked for a water at one point in the show, and Gay Mike snapped his fingers and said, "Well, get her water." And it wasn't back in like I guess the guy came in the room like holding the water and didn't immediately put it down next to me. And he's like, "What the fuck are you waiting for?"
Oh, you loved it.
I felt a little respect. I'm not going to lie.
It's so funny because Gay Mike is just an abused intern who's like now abusing. It's literally what we talked about a few minutes ago about Bobby.
Right. It's just nice though, because it's like, I don't have to be a tyrant to these people because I have my own intern being a tyrant for me. It's best case scenario.
Yes, it's literally abuse handed down all the way from Lewis and Ralph to you, down to the other ones, down to the other ones. And every time you get one more, there's less blame on the top layer. It's literally how the corporate world works.
It's a pyramid scheme somehow.
Yeah.
Bobby, but he must have slipped up because Bobby just said in the chat, he turned to me and ordered me like that, and I snapped on him.
No.
I did see that. I was focused on 1,000 things, but I did notice Bobby be like, "Don't you talk to me like that."
Who turned to you?
Gay Mike got so drunk with power that he turned to Bobby with it.
No, wait a minute. Gay Mike told Bobby to go get your drink?
This is all the behind the scenes shit. No. He didn't tell Bobby. He turned to Bobby and ordered him around like he was ordering the interns around. I don't know. What did he say? I don't know what he said to you.
Bobby, I need to know what he said to you. The balls on Gay Mike. He ordered me to get Dan Soder a drink.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. No, he did not.
Bobby, what did you say? I need to know what you said. Can you get on the mic right now?
Basically, I said, "Mike, I'm working right now, and don't ever talk to me like that again."
That's exactly. I was listening. Yep, that's exactly what he said.
Oh my God!
Like, motherfucker,
you have to shut that down right there. If you would have gotten up and gotten that drink, I would have requested a new producer for the podcast. We can't have a producer like that.
Just to break it down, the intern's intern has a group of potential interns for himself, and he started bossing around the executive producer.
Yeah, he snapped
drunk
his
with power.
He snapped his fingers at me. He snapped his fingers at me and said, "Dan Soder needs whatever it was. I don't remember." And I said, "Mike, I'm working right now. Don't ever fucking talk to me like that again."
Oh my God!
He snapped his fingers. The audacity.
He must have the biggest dick at Gas Digital. I swear to God.
I'm suddenly attracted to Gay Mike.
I'm fucking Gay Mike next time I'm there, and tell Gay Mike I'm fucking him at Gas.
Could you imagine snapping your fingers in Bobby Hutch's sweet face?
No, I can't.
Never. I could never.
Gas Digital belongs to Bobby Hutch. I don't know if anybody knows this.
Holy shit, that is so funny. And that's all behind the scenes shit too. That's great.
Wow. The nerve. Gay Mike is the hottest man I've ever seen and known.
I'll tell you, it's fucking fun to watch the whole thing go down. I mean, he had, we didn't want to crowd the studio up with too many people because of COVID. So he had all of the interns sit outside and wait their turn to come in. So they came for the whole night and weren't even allowed to listen to the show. The show went for 3 hours.
No.
And they were only allowed to listen to the show when they were inside.
And they were outside in the winter?
Outside in the winter, and they started getting cold. And Gay Mike goes out to them and goes, all right, you know what I'll do? You guys figure it out between yourselves. I'm not going to have anything to do with who's where, but one of you at a time could come inside and warm up. He turned them against each other. Isn't that great?
It's an episode of Survivor in there.
I mean, the way I've never seen him like this. I've only ever seen him.
He's a monster. He's a monster. He's a monster.
And then he took it upon himself. Literally, Lewis, nobody associated with the show asked Gay Mike for any of this. But he also took it upon himself to time how long each of them were inside to figure out who was the most selfish.
Oh, I like that. I actually like that because that person's the strongest. He's like, I'm going to get the warmest, have the best energy to be the best intern. That would be my point of view. Like,
yeah, like, I'd never agreed. Inside. Yeah.
I would literally stay inside. I wouldn't have never came out and I would have just started helping. I've been like, I'm here now. What do you need? Is there any hot interns?
No.
Rate them from the most fuckable to least fuckable.
Oh, shit. All right.
How many are there?
We have 6 now.
Okay. Gay blind Mike. There's a gay blind one?
Now we have Mike Harrington, then we have Gay Mike, and now we also have gay blind Mike.
Okay.
Literally,
they're all just Mike Harrington.
Kim, I was telling
Harrington got diabetes and lost his eyes.
The gay blind Mike was the one who came up to me after the show talking about like what you and I are into for like potential sponsorships in the future. And he goes, so like, what's your guys' vibe? Are you like emo? And I was basically wearing this. I literally was wearing this. And he was like, so what's your vibe? Are you goth? And I was like, oh shit, man, you really are blind. Like, I was like, oh, you're full blind. I'm not goth at all.
Oh, that's crazy.
But I kind of understand the assumption, if you've literally never seen me, the assumption that the girl who produces Legion of Skanks is goth would make sense.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But I just thought that was hilarious. He was like, so are you like goth?
Hilarious.
Great.
I forgot he was blind seconds after he started the story when he was talking and just being normal. I was like, oh yeah, he's blind.
Yeah.
He can't see you. He's never seen you. He just knows you by your voice and in your head. Now I'm imagining Goth Alex, like seeing you as the way he sees you. But
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how blind he is.
He's faking it so you can stare at your tits. He's going to win the thing because he's faking it.
I think he's got a good shot in the competition thus far.
I wish we could meet him.
That's hilarious. I have them all coming to the next Zoom meeting that I'm doing in an hour.
Do you?
I really do.
Oh, hilarious.
I'm trying to find their names because I do want to rate them from most to least fuckable. I gotta remember what they each look like.
So he's gay too. He's blind and gay.
No, I don't think he's gay. Oh, wait. Okay. Well, we asked them lie detector test this week, and one of them was, have you ever done anything gay? And 5 out of the 6 of them just straight up said yes. Which made me feel good because I didn't think that...
Was it a real lie detector test?
It's a pretty legitimate one. It cost us almost $200. And
oh, wow.
When we took it, the answers were alarmingly truthful.
Wow.
Like I trust the thing. I really do.
Oh, God.
Like it straps to a finger and like reads your breathing and stuff.
I don't know if I could do it.
It's pretty fun.
Oh, God. Oh, so 5 of 6 of them have done something gay. Great. What other questions did you ask that were good?
Is Legion of Skanks their favorite podcast? Was a fun one because everybody tried to lie.
Bobby said 3 out of 6 raped.
Yeah, 3 out of 6 raped.
No, you have to elaborate. You have to elaborate on that. You can't just say 3 out of 6, and that's only the 6 that took it. No. No.
When I tell you, so many people entered, and we picked who we thought were the top 6, and turns out 3 of them raped.
No. 3 of them? Was one of them the blind gay one?
No, he's an angel.
You can't pick a raper. You guys can't pick a raper.
Yeah, you know what? It's hard. It's hard because like some of these rapists has some pretty good videos, you know?
Did they go into the rape?
No. So 2 of them on the, when the question was asked, they very confidently said, no, I have never raped. And it came back as a lie.
Good. Scary.
One of them probably just wasn't thinking straight or like really cared about winning this contest. Like, man, does he want to win this contest? He was like, I'm not going to fucking get caught in any lies on this lie detector test, so I better tell them that I raped.
Was this all live on the show?
Yeah, but I think so the scenario is that this kid is a YouTuber who was like Me Too'd by the YouTube community, and there's like we found articles about him and everything. It's very much like Aziz Ansari type situation where this girl like invited him over to cuddle, and she was like, but I don't want to do anything else. And then, as men do when they're cuddling, he was looking for more and she gave in kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And that's like her story apparently.
Okay.
But the way that he got nervous and just said yes. I think
my God.
I think his YouTube channel got canceled because of it, and it was like a whole thing between that community, and so he got nervous and just told us yes.
It's so funny that Bobby wrote 3 out of 6 raped.
It's so funny. I genuinely think that question, I think that everybody's heart rate goes up on that question because they're nervous about like, well, what do you consider this and that? And what have I? And they think of the worst thing they've ever done and their heart rate goes up.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my God. No, I don't want to be ever strapped to a lie detector test.
I mean, the way that it would be so much fun to strap you to one, but I'm too nice to ask you any cutting questions.
Well, what would the cutting questions be, I wonder?
I don't know. I feel like you're pretty open with me. It's like, I know you're hiding a couple things, but they must be like whammies, because you're pretty open in general.
Whammies.
Must be real whammies.
Honestly, the things that I'm hiding are like not a huge deal.
That's fair. I made a list of a couple things.
I forgot. We talked about it. I hung up and I went doo-doo-doo and went and got coffee. Like came back and set up. I wrote one thing and it's offensive. So you can go first and I'll tell you my one thing after.
Okay. Well, Kim and I were just obviously we talked on the phone before this this show today, and I think we must have both been kind of pissed off because I was like, let's just talk about things we hate and we're upset about. and I asked her to make a list, and I made a little list. I was like,
good idea, and then I didn't.
I made a little list. First things first. Six Flags Great Adventure will not stop bothering me about buying tickets to come to the park. And it's like, fuck. You guys banned me for a year, and now I feel like you're just adding insult to injury. All I want to do is come see your winter shit, and I can't do it.
You're still banned?
I'm banned for another 6 months. I'm banned for another 8 months.
That's crazy.
8 months from this Friday, I can return to Six Flags.
That's crazy.
Right?
Yeah.
I think that's crazy.
That's crazy. That's rude.
It's really mean.
You just brought a little bit of drugs in. Who cares?
I just brought a little bit of drugs, man. You guys didn't even find all the drugs that I tried to bring in. And you're still this mad? That's crazy.
Right. Calm down. Okay, what's your next thing?
So I have a friend who had a baby a couple months ago, and the baby is so cute, right? And I'm like obsessed with him. He's so cute. But this is a friend who I haven't seen like in a while. And the way that every time I send her a message about how cute the baby is, or like, oh, I hope you guys are doing well or whatever, she literally replies with something encouraging me to have a baby.
No.
Isn't that crazy?
Yes.
Isn't that a whole lot?
Yeah.
Hold on.
What does she say?
I got to see the message. I'm going to it right now.
Every time I see my grandma, she asks me when I'm having a baby, and I'm like, you know what? You probably won't see the baby. But I'm not going to tell you that because I'm being polite.
Get it out of your head. I'll have one whenever.
Yeah. Don't wait up, bitch.
I was like, OMG, I cannot take it. You have the cutest baby on the planet. And she said, a baby is seriously the best thing you can do for your life.
That's so insulting.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, this crazy bitch. She's delirious.
Shocking?
It's not her fault. She's delirious.
Okay.
Right now. She hasn't slept in 80 days.
I'm not mad about it. It just shocked me to my core that would be the response to me complimenting your baby.
Right. It's like my life is superior to yours now.
I mean, and the way I was like triggered, I was about to be like, well, yeah, I'm just not ready yet. And the time comes for everybody. It's just not like she triggered me into like being defensive.
Oh God. I would have been like, oh, cool.
Actually, fuck your baby. He's not that cute.
Yeah, fuck that. I have a friend who has a baby who is very cute, but she literally, and I mean quite literally, post a picture of the baby every day. Ooh. And so now it's like, I don't see it anymore. Does that make sense? It's like I've seen too much. And it doesn't seem like it's growing because it's every day I see it.
Yep. The baby doesn't even register with you. The baby is like a MacBook update.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I totally get that.
The baby is so fucking cute.
But
now I'm like, sometimes I stop and I go, wow, it is cute. Because then I just scroll past every day.
Right. Okay, I have a friend and I love her. I'm not trying to talk shit. It's over the top. There's no denying it.
What?
This was the girl, she announced that she was pregnant about a month ago. Her baby is due in July.
Okay.
So it's a ways away.
Okay.
And she every single day posts like
I'm already annoyed. What
15 weeks, and it's her in the nursery with a sign in the back that says 15 weeks pregnant. This week we finished the registry. My craving is Mexican food.
No.
The nursery is fully decorated and ready for this baby that's not coming until July. It's just pissing me off for some reason. The next post is a post. It's like a promotion for like bump boxes, but she only has like 100 followers. So she's just promoting that she bought this. It's like a showing off you're pregnant type thing.
Right.
The next one is her and a work associate, both with shirts on that say they each have half of a broken heart on them, and the shirt over the belly says future besties. Like one half of the heart says future and the other half of the heart says besties.
Okay.
Are you nauseous yet? Because I could keep going.
I mean, I fully understand that this girl has an Etsy account and she sells on Etsy. I know exactly who she is. She does pyramid schemes. She sells tummy teas. This is who that is.
Yeah, she's taking photos. She's taking monthly. I'm sorry. This is weekly. This is last week. She has a photo in the finished nursery saying 14 weeks.
No, she's doing weekly.
Weekly baby bump photos and posting them all at do that private.
Let me tell you, this girl works harder on her social media than I ever have in my life, and it's my job. Basically, I have never ever worked that hard on my social media. 3 separate posts
of what's it called, the sonogram.
Like, you know what I've been thinking? Probably when I get pregnant, I will not tell anyone, and I think it's funny just to show up with a baby.
Or to be like looking like you maybe gained a couple pounds and then disappear for a couple weeks and come back and you're fully pregnant and people are like, whoa.
No, I want to already have the baby. I want to come. I just want to even what if I was did the whole every week I did the podcast and then you saw me and then I just showed up with a baby once.
That would work in quarantine times. You could do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Otherwise,
That's probably how I do it because it's the updates are too much.
The updates are awful. And this is so extra. I'm just processing how early into a pregnancy 14 weeks even is.
Yeah.
I mean, I could only imagine.
A little over 3 months. I think 12 weeks is when you should start telling people.
Yeah, you're supposed to wait. Yeah. The captions are hold on, I have to read the caption under the one with the future besties.
You're so angry.
It says, I cannot wait for our baby girls to be best friends, sisters, and lifelong partners in crime. Nothing makes me happier than knowing that insert baby name that's already chosen.
Okay.
Has a for life best friend and you as an aunt. We all love you so much, but that's just so much.
It's too much.
She's given her future daughter an entire personality. She's picked out friends for her. It's a whole thing.
I hope she's a goth dyke, the baby, when she grows up. Just to piss off her mom. Oh my God, I told you when I was back home that my sister doesn't like when my nephew plays with dolls and stuff. And then I said, I hope he's gay, and my family gasps.
They
got so mad at me. They're like, why would you say that? And I was like, you guys are fully homophobic.
It's crazy. That's crazy.
I know. Aww. They were like, don't say that.
It just sucks because all little boys are a little gay,
they're all a little gay.
They don't have that testosterone yet that makes them a problem,
5 of 6 of the straight interns are gay.
5 out of 6 of our straight interns are gay. You heard it here second.
Second. Oh, fuck. Yeah, no, fuck that.
I decided I can't rate the interns from most to least fuckable because if whoever I choose 6th gets hired for the job, I'm going to have trouble looking him in the eye thinking he might have heard me call him the least fuckable of all of them because that's a bad title.
Or the first one's an issue too because then you're she wants to fuck me so bad and then you're supposed to be in charge of him.
Yeah, I guess. First one's an easy choice.
Who is it?
I can't say, but everyone knows. Everyone would have to know.
Is there one that's hotter than the other ones?
No, not hotter, but just seems like a
Is it one of the new guys or an old intern?
No, it's not. It's not an old intern. I don't know why Frank and Harrington they think Dylan is so attractive that they want me to think that Dylan is attractive. So
Dylan's a skater boy. He said, see you later, boy.
Dylan's a cutie.
Dylan's a cutie, but he's Dylan.
But the way that I've called Dylan a cutie and I've said he's hot, objectively a couple times, and Harrington and Frank are you're telling me that you wouldn't fuck Dylan? they're like, oh, if you met Dylan on a night out, you wouldn't fuck him. And I'm like, no, I wouldn't. What makes you think I'd be like fawning all over Dylan? Like, listen, the guy's attractive. I'm not saying he's ugly, but he's not my type by any stretch, you know?
Yeah, Dylan's attractive, but he's like a very specific type. I
would have to be literally 8 years younger to be considering looking at him, first of all.
True.
But yeah, I guess secretly Frank and Harrington want to dip their dicks in Dylan.
Dip their dicks in Dylan. Say that 5 times fast.
Dip your dick in Dylan, dip your dick in Dylan, dip your dick in Dylan.
Dip your dick in Dylan, dip your dick in Dylan. Was Dylan giving you a massage, Alex?
Yes.
Your face got so serious.
Yes.
Frank just wrote in the
this is a serious moment. There is nobody at the Gas Digital Studio who is not welcome to give me a massage currently.
I feel that.
Not, I mean, the new interns, it would be like weird because I don't know them like that. But anybody who's my friend at Gas Digital and wants to massage my shoulders while I'm sitting at the computer is absolutely more than welcome to come and stay for as long as they want. Frank, you've never tried.
Oh, Alex throwing down the law at Gas Digital.
Gay Mike's going to end up massaging the board. What Frank said. Gay blind Mike.
He's just massaging the Gas Digital table.
It feels like my bony shoulders do.
He cracks the table. That's how she cracks. I've heard it on the pod.
Oh, yeah. I crack like I got no skin. Did you see the video on TikTok recently? Actually, you might be able to just find it generally on the internet, Bobby. It's called 500 People Crack Their Knuckles in a Room.
I've seen that, and it sounds so satisfying.
It sounds so good. That's a sound you can't reproduce by any other means.
I know. Yep.
I want to hear it. It gives me life.
Here's 4.
Oh,
here's 4 more.
Kimmy.
Here's 4 more.
Oh, baby girl.
Here's my thumbs. Oh, I have nothing. There you go.
Ooh, you know what that sounded like? You ever go underwater and crack your bones underwater?
Ooh. Who's giving us those cracks?
Who was that?
Who's giving us mystery cracks?
Baby.
That was my knuckles.
Oh, nice.
I love Francis coming from the ether with a crack.
Y'all want a little neck?
A what?
You want a little neck?
Neck? Yeah, give us some neck, Alex.
That was nice.
Give us the other side. Give us the other side. Oh my God. You just had that sitting there in the chamber?
I had that on deck, baby girl.
That's insane that you'd keep that just for a pod in your pocket for the pod.
I can't just be tossing them out all the time. It's too much, you know?
Do you do it in your sleep?
I don't think so, but I don't know what I'm doing in my sleep.
I wake up and crack my neck at night.
Oh, no, I wake up, I have a good crack in the morning. It's my favorite crack.
No, I do it like while I'm sleeping in the middle of the night. Like if I turn over, I'll crack my neck too. Because if you haven't been moving for a while, to crack and then go back to sleep, it's a different vibe.
Picture saving that up, just racking it up all night long. And then until sunrise, and you get up out of bed for the day and you get that mega crack.
You crack so hard your body pushes down a little, so much air comes down.
I feel like I'm longer sometimes. Like I've cracked my bones to be like further apart from each other.
I wonder if you get taller after chiropractor appointments sometimes.
I mean, if you have like a major hunchback that they straighten out for you.
I wonder if anyone's ever gained like 3 inches.
That's a lot.
That's a lot?
Yeah, that's wishful.
That's like this much?
Yeah, how are you going to gain that much? Your skin would have to stretch.
Yeah, I don't know. That's crazy.
Yes, Bobby, it's in an auditorium.
What is?
The 500-person crack.
Oh, let's see it.
Oh, this wasn't it. Is this another one? Oh, this was back in 2010. Let's hear it.
Whoa.
2, 3.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. The new video was like they were mic'd up or something.
Hold on. Oh shit! Sorry, I got a phone
Damn,
call.
look at that headshot, baby girl.
My headshot?
Yeah, look at those curls.
What headshot?
Look at those titties. When you pause your screen, your Google image comes up, like your Google default picture.
Oh yeah.
You look like a snack in it.
Thank you. What else? What's been going on? Oh, I have nothing to report. Every day is the same. The sun rises, the sun sets. I play video games. I do jujitsu. I go home.
Kimmy, I need you to come back to New York. The city.
I'm gonna have to come back for like a week.
Yeah. You definitely do.
Yeah, I hate to admit it, but I watched Sex and the City for the first time ever yesterday. In my entire life, I've never seen it, and I did miss New York a little when I watched it. I was like, that's New York. I literally was watching with my friend Hormos and Angie, and I went, that's New York in the summer.
like they didn't recognize it.
Yes. And I was like, I could feel the heat looking at that, like coming between the buildings and the wind.
You used to hate that heat.
I used to hate that heat. I might still, but now I'm just like craving human.
You're like nostalgic for it. Yeah. New York is like, so when I remember when the Skanks took me out to LA for the first time, it was my first time ever there. And we had so much fun and everything. And then it was like our last night, or maybe it was the following day when we got back to New York and we were like going to the creek to do a show. And we were all kind of sad about it. And I really was thinking about how much like LA is so much nicer, like physically, but I feel like New York is actually a warmer city in terms of like people. Like people know how to deal with each other in New York. They're not always like the nicest, but
right. But yeah, I know what you're saying.
Cohabitating an area and like being relatively respectful of people around them and shit like that. It's just
LA is just full of people who have never learned how to share.
Yeah. That's the problem.
And New Yorkers are. It's literally the difference between kids who haven't shared and have.
Like even pre-quarantine, LA people keep to themselves. They don't talk to strangers in public and stuff like that. It's a very much like don't even look me in the eye type situation where in New York, like if the wrong person looks you in the eye, like you better either grill them or smile at them and move on, you know?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you don't walk through a park in LA and get called a simp and a chimp.
No,
it just doesn't happen.
Only in New York.
That's only a New York thing. That's only a New York thing. I haven't been chased by the homeless. Actually, we talked about this on Sara Weinshenk's podcast. So it was crazy. The other day, Sara came over and I was doing her pod with her, and she likes to like go take pictures outside during the day when it's nice out. If we're like doing a podcast together,
the energy that woman has for photo taking. I wish I had an ounce of it. She gets a good photo every day. Every day of the year. The year ends and Sara has 365 plus good photos of herself. It's fucking sickening.
Yeah. Yeah. She loves to take pictures of herself. So we were going to go find a spot to set up the tripod. And the way that there is a man like so far away and he was like so small, but I had already had a bad feeling about him.
Like the Central Park guy.
Yes, but he was so far away, and I was like kind of watching. She wasn't paying attention. She was like trying to fix the focus on her phone and setting up the tripod and like find the perfect. It was so rude. Find the perfect apartment so we can stand in front of someone's window and take pictures of the background.
I don't see Sara as being the first person to notice that we're in trouble and things are going south. Yeah.
No. And then this guy literally walks up to us. I kind of like grab my stuff before he even gets up to us because I'm like, I don't know what to tell you, bitch, but I'm a survivor. If there's going to be a situation, I'm not going to be the one in the news. So I'm like grabbing my stuff. I'm like, and I kind of say something to Sara. I'm like, this guy's kind of weird. And she kind of just ignores me. And she's like, oh, yeah. We both look up at him and he's staring at the sprinklers at the house next door, just watching the sprinklers. And she just laughs and then keeps like looking through her camera, and I'm like watching him, and he comes up and then he reaches into his pocket. By the time his hands do this, I'm across the street. I'm already gone. By the time I saw him stop and turn towards us, I'm gone. He reaches into his pocket. I'm watching. I've already gone across the street and I'm coming back to get Sara. And he's reaching into his pocket and he pulls out his phone and he starts taking pictures of Sara. And she just lets him. She's just kind of like, what? Huh? And she's kind of like just.
The girl loves a good picture of herself. I told you.
She was just letting this man take pictures. Tag me, Francis said.
Tag me.
and she literally and then he walks away and she was like, that was weird. And I'm like, we gotta move location. She's like, we're fine. And he's hiding, watching us. She has no sense of like survival. I'm like, how have you made it this long? I have been in a car with Sara where she has blatantly ran 2 red lights.
That man is in her apartment right now. I mean, I don't know what to say.
She easily let him hold her keys for a minute. That man knows where she lives. I was even like, we're not walking back to my apartment after that. We have to walk around the block. Because I was like, I don't want him to know where I live.
Yeah.
And she was like, why? What I'm saying is, if you want to kidnap Sara, she's the easy one out of the 2 of us. Because it was crazy. It was crazy. She even said afterwards, she was like, by the time I realized we were in any danger, you were already gone. I was like, yeah, bitch. I was like, I'm not dying over this green wall.
And then you stood there and like, did she pose? Was she posing for his picture?
She was kind of like smiling and being like, what? What?
She was
like,
turning,
posing, but still,
she wasn't posing, but she was giving him her good side.
She was. She didn't want no bad press out there about her. One thing Sara does not put out is a bad photo.
Damn. That's so funny because I could also see her like being the very last person to realize that you're in danger, but the heaviest panicker once she does realize.
Mm-hmm.
Like really, like going from 0 to 100% freaking out.
Yeah. Sara was almost John Benet Ramsey that day.
R.I.P.
Sara, she's so funny. I was like, this bitch got nerve.
I was talking to my boyfriend about like murders for some reason, and I mentioned John Benet Ramsey, and he said, oh, I know I've heard of him, but I don't know who that is. And I got to tell a person the John Benet Ramsey story for the first time. Isn't that an honor?
That is an honor. That's a true honor. Yeah. I mean, the story is so good. Who do you think killed her?
I think the mom did. I know that people lean toward the brother, but I think the mom was a crazy pageant mom. And I think, I don't know. I think it was the mom.
I think it was the brother.
He was so young.
I think it was the brother. Ooh, Alex.
Yeah.
I saw the creepiest thing on TikTok and it hasn't let me sleep for a few days. The creepiest story. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah.
Okay. So I told you a lot of the kids on TikTok are astro projecting, right? So one of the girls on TikTok posted a screenshot of a comment she had under her astro project thing. And one of the comments was, I accidentally figured out how to do it the other day and I was in a really scary green waiting room. And the girl posted that screenshot and then did a story behind it. She posted a screenshot and she said, this is so crazy that you said this because one time, this is what she said, one time I was astro projecting and she was like, and then I actually ended up in a different dimension, but the dimension was my own living room. But the living room was full of dead people walking in and out. It was like a waiting room. My living room was essentially a waiting room and people were walking in and out. And she said she turned around and when they realized that she was dead, they were all like, what's she doing here? Or that she wasn't dead. They were like, kind of like, what's she doing here? And then she turned around and she said her door was gone from like where she came in when she was astro projecting. And she said, and then she was like, I was panicking. So I literally pretended to be dead. So I was sitting in the living room and she said for 7 hours, she watched dead people come in and out and go from like one dimension to another. And that was like the waiting room between someone would sit and then someone would get up and go. And then finally she heard her mother coming up the stairs in her real house. And she could see like a flowing rainbow coming towards her. And it was her mom coming in her actual room. Mm-hmm. And then the door opened and she ran out towards the door as soon as it opened. And then her mom shook her awake. And then a bunch of the comments under that video in the TikTok were like, I saw like 100 comments from kids who were astral projecting saying, I've been in the waiting room too. And they all had weird different stories about the waiting room. And then like one of them was like, yeah, my waiting room was just a dark room. And the only thing that lit up was a fish tank. And it was a pitch black room. It was just a fish tank. And the fish was like, you need to get out of here before you get stuck. This is the waiting room. And then a lot of the comments were putting in movies like Beetlejuice has a waiting room. I guess a new season of Sabrina the Teenage Witch has a green dead waiting room. And there's like a lot of new TV shows that are coming out. They have this waiting room where the dead wait.
You know, maybe this is why like 22-year-old social media experts shouldn't be trying to astro project. You know what I mean? It's like you don't know how to get to the places that you're trying to go to, and you have the power to do it, but you don't like actually know what you're doing. And so it like, if let's say it's all real, like wouldn't it be easy to draw somebody like that down into like a place where they're not supposed to be or where they weren't looking to be? Like if you were like some kind of spirit trying to fucking trap them.
Right.
Yeah.
Isn't that scary?
That's pretty scary.
And then the comment, someone was like, one of the people in the comments were like, yeah, there's, that's how, like every room in your house is like full of dead people unless you tell them to go away specifically. She's like, we have people just walk in and out.
You know, I always really politely ask all the dead people to go away from my house. I've been doing it since I was a kid.
Really?
Yeah, because my hallway used to scare me that much. I mean, you've been to my house. It's scary. Like, there's a reason.
It's terrifying.
Yeah, there's a reason I'm not that scared anymore because I really feel like there's only one person there now. But I used to be like, hey, like, if you're here, can you please go? I'm just trying to, like, get ready for bed, and I'm already a little anxious as it is, and you're freaking me out.
And your mom's like, Alex, are you okay? Do you need a therapist?
Like, Alex, I just came upstairs to get something out of the fridge.
Please, enough with the drama.
No, my mom does it too, I'm sure. I've never asked her, but I'm certain she asks dead people to leave. I think, because why not? It's like, if maybe they're there, why not just ask?
Listen, I didn't mind the entire dead room story, but I did not like the fish tank warning. The fish being like, get out before you get stuck. This is the waiting room. And it's like, the waiting room to where? Whose
soul is trapped in that fish, and why is it in that room in that dimension?
And what is a pitch black room, and the only light is a fish tank with a talking fish in it?
What is this existence? Who feeds the fish, you know?
Who feeds the fish? That's a scary question.
Who feeds the fish?
That's a scary question.
Right?
Who feeds the motherfucking fish? When I was little, I used to love the smell of fish food.
Fish food's not the worst. Most pet food is fucking disgusting. Fish food is
I think fish flakes are the fish food. The people that feed the fish are the fish food. Ugh. Bobby with the creepy twist. Bobby like M. Night over there. M. Night Babylon.
I don't know. Also, how are all these teenagers astro projecting?
I don't know, but they're fucking up there and stuff. It's weird.
Yeah.
They claim they're having sex.
Yeah?
Yeah. They claim that they're having astro realm sex. They're like with each other. They're meeting in astro. Like I'll see a TikTok and it's like, when you fuck your best friend in the astro realm, and they're both doing a dance, and they're like, then don't talk about it in real life. And it's like, whoa.
Well, that's weird, first of all. Kim, I would love to meet you in the astral realm, but I don't want you to get any ideas in your head, okay?
Then we start fucking. If me and you fucked in the astral realm, we'd have to do it. Talk about it on a podcast.
I feel like I just kind of want to have an adventure and like a chill time. I like, you know.
I just don't want to go to the astral realm to fuck. Like, it just doesn't seem like if you could do anything in the world, you're just fucking. That's what you do when you're a teenager. It's like, we can fuck at our homes.
Yeah. It's like, no.
Earth.
Yeah.
Those are for teenagers that aren't allowed to have like boys over or friends over, and they have to like go meetups in another ether to fuck.
It's like the upgrade from doing anal to preserve your virginity. It's like now
Yes.
we don't even have to touch.
Yes, we're mentally fucking.
This is what Jesus really wanted.
I mean, the world is weird. Ever since I read that gateway experience thing, and it said that magic wands are real and shit, and like fairies and elves are real, I like nothing shocks me anymore.
Nothing shocked me for a while. I mean, even last week when there was a Minotaur at the Capitol, I was like, yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, I mean, nothing shocks me. I'm like, whatever. My mom keeps, that's on the list of things that bother me. The only thing I wrote was my mom for some reason. Something about the way she cares so much really annoys me. She keeps calling me. Like, she texted me last night. She's like, don't leave your house. Something bad's going to happen.
Oh, no.
And I was like, and she's like, she thinks that like Trumpers are going to start like kicking down the door and like raping and pillaging women.
She's like, don't step on a crack. You'll break my back.
Right. And I'm like, please stop. She's called me every day for months now being like, make sure you stock up on food. The grocery stores will be out soon. And I'm like, I don't live in this like Florida, like.
You're like, Mom, I'm coming home next month.
Yeah. I was like, please just leave me alone. Just too much.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, the pandemic won. I'm leaving LA for a few months.
I mean, it didn't win. It's just up for now, you know?
Ugh, I can't stay here while it's closed. It's so boring.
Yeah. Yeah, come visit us.
I have to go be part of the problem.
Go down to Florida. You'll be all right.
I don't know I know that you have a hard out. I don't know. I can't see what time it is on here. So I
had a hard out 20 minutes ago, but we're leaving now.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll do a podcast there. You guys, thanks so much for watching this episode of Broad Topics. I hope you learned something about either of us or the ether. You guys can follow me on Twitter at Kimberly Congdon, on Instagram at Kim Congdon, TikTok at Kim Congdon, or follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/QueenCong1. Alex, what about you?
You could follow me on Twitter and Instagram at I am Alex Scar, and check out gasdigitalnetwork.com, where you can use promo code TOPIX, TOPIX, for a 14-day free trial. You'll get access to every single episode of Broad Topics on demand in HD. And also, if you're listening on iTunes and YouTube, remember every Thursday night at 9:30 p.m. we are live on gasdigitalnetwork.com/live. You don't need a subscription to watch it, so if you want to view our episodes early, you could head over there.
Yay. Okay, we'll see you guys next week. We love you.
Bye.
Bye.